This week on the Island Times News Update, candidates for mayor and sheriff make their case to Beaches voters. Construction may begin soon on the Beaches Habitat property at 201 Mayport Road, and the Neptune Beach Council looks to addressing parking issues in Town Center. Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. The candidates for Jacksonville mayor and sheriff made their cases directly to Beaches voters at a forum held Thursday by Beaches Watch. The event was held in the Fletcher High School auditorium. Sheriff candidates Ken Jefferson and Mike Williams and mayoral candidates Alvin Brown and Lenny Curry all gave presentations to the approximately 100 people attending the forum. The candidates for sheriff spoke first. Both pledged to meet regularly with the Beaches police departments and have open lines of communications between JSO and the Beaches police agencies, and cooperate during special events, major holidays, and during severe weather.
Because you're all on the other side of the ditch, that means that you're forgotten about by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We will always be there for you. If I'm the sheriff, and I'm sure Mike will agree with the same thing. With the sheriff, you'll always be there. You'll always have us at your fingertips to assist you, to provide resources, to help you deploy whatever strategies you want to have for these large crowds of people, whatever. I think it's being done now, but there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. That's what these monthly or quarterly meetings are going to do for us. It's going to help us understand better how we can help you. I want to know when I come to the meetings, how can I better serve you as the sheriff or JSO? Even though you're across the ditch, it's still Duval County. We're all in this thing together.
So the crime numbers that you're talking about are provided by the analysts that we work together with the Beaches Department on now. And we share that analyst, and then we're able to analyze the crime data that comes through, so you get a real picture of what the crime is like at the beach and who's committing that crime. That's how you're able to have that data now. And I think with that data, as we do with everything at JSO, either side of the ditch, as Ken said, I'm telling you that we drive our resources and we drive our responses to crime through something called intelligence-led policing. And in partnering with the Beaches agencies and leveraging that intelligence-led policing, that technology that we use again to drive resources, I think that's how we allocate it, and that's how we, again, cooperate with people at the beach, with the agencies at the beach. We get information and tips from people at the beach and communicate that back to the agencies at the beach. There is a really heavy day-to-day working relationship with our agencies, and I think, beyond the special events which we absolutely support, and beyond some of the things that occur sporadically during the summer that we again absolutely support, I think there are example after example of us that can coordinate with the Beaches on a regular routine basis, and we'll continue to do that.
Incumbent Mayor Alvin Brown would not debate with Republican challenger Lenny Curry. He had initially declined to attend the forum, and while he did appear, the two spoke separately. Brown said he's kept his promises as mayor of Jacksonville, saying there have been 36,000 new jobs created. He also said he has not raised taxes during his first term in office.
So I oppose all taxes in my first 4 years, and I'll do it in my second term. I think that we have to really make sure that we support our business community so that we create jobs and put people back to work. It has been very successful. 36,000 new jobs. We're the #1 city if you want to start a new business. We're second in the country if you're looking for a job. Jacksonville is doing extremely well. The economy is growing. This is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And I think it's important to make sure that people know we're open for business and we don't want to tax those small business and entrepreneurs.
Candidate Curry disputed that point.
Let me say this. The facts are taxes went up on Mayor Alvin Brown's watch. Now, why did they go up? They went up because he gave folks like Councilman Gulliford a budget that had more spending than more revenue. It was a budget that lacked priorities, and it was a budget that wasn't serious. I will present a budget that's clear on priorities, a budget that balances, a budget that I am responsible for. And I will be serious about job creation, serious about creating an environment so that we're not going to the taxpayer, which has happened so often in the city, every 2 or 3 years saying the sky is falling and there needs to be more tax dollars. Look, I'm a business person and an accountant by trade. I know what a regulatory environment looks like. I know what it means to have an environment in government that if you can turn and make things happen quickly, our economy will thrive, we'll put more people in the tax base, we'll grow our revenue through job growth and economic creation. Right now, Jacksonville is lagging the rest of the state in job creation, and that's hurting our economy.
Brown said he is for open lines of communication, and despite complaints by some Beaches elected officials about getting meetings with the incumbent mayor, he did commit to quarterly meetings with Beaches elected officials.
Well, I think it's important to have a proactive relationship, and you can, like I said, you can never communicate too much. So working with, I think we have an important responsibility to work with all the stakeholders, the interfaith community, the nonprofit community, the civic community, the business community. It's so important, and we've been working with the community in the past. I'll continue to work with the community. We will continue to strengthen the communication and working relationship because it's important.
This is a 30-second follow-up question. Would you commit to meeting on a regular basis with the Beaches mayors? And if so, how often? And you have 30 seconds.
Sure, I would be committing to meet with the mayors of the Beaches every quarter, which I think is very important. I will commit to once a quarter.
Curry also committed to regular meetings with Beaches elected officials, which he said he's doing informally now, but he said there would be a regular presence in a Curry administration at the beach.
I'm absolutely committed to having an individual who will be out at the cities one full day every week. And if it needs to be more, we'll have that conversation. I will be out here quarterly. I'm going to host town hall meetings all around the city. All 3 Beaches cities are going to be a big part of that as well.
All candidates except Brown stayed to answer questions from individuals who attended the forum Thursday night. Beaches Watch will hold a forum for the candidates involved in runoff elections for the Jacksonville City Council's at-large seats at the Jacksonville Beach Elementary School cafetorium. That forum will be April 30th at 7 p.m. Early voting in the second unitary election begins May 4th, and Election Day is May 19th. Beaches Habitat has done substantial work on the property at 201 Mayport Road, including roughing in some of the utilities on the parcel. At the Atlantic Beach Commission meeting Monday night, the Commission agreed to move platting for the parcel onto its next agenda. Jeremy Hupsch, Building and Zoning Director for Atlantic Beach, said that Beaches Habitat has had their engineering plans approved, and now they want to begin platting the property. Hupsch said that because of some drainage issues that came to light during the engineering phase of the project, Beaches Habitat has reduced the number of homes on the property from about 80 to 70 so that a retention pond can be constructed. Hupsch said that construction of some model homes may begin in the near future, which is allowed by the Special Planned Area Master Development Plan. The Atlantic Beach City Commission approved the first phase of an art project proposed by the Beaches Town Center Agency at its regular meeting Monday night. The agency sought approval from the City of Atlantic Beach to install the public art at defined locations. To select the art, the Town Center Agency plans to create an art selection panel to select the best submitted projects. The guidelines state that acceptable artwork may be mixed media, sculpture, glass, clay, and others, previously existing art, commissioned art, and site-specific commissions. The guidelines stipulate that at least 85% of the work will be from residents of the Jacksonville metropolitan area, and the art will be paid for by the BTCA. Michael Dunlap of the Beaches Town Center Agency said that the first commissioned piece of art is completed, and it would be installed after the commission gave its approval. Dunlap said the goal was to have the art installed prior to Dancing in the Streets. The only detractor was Commissioner Jonathan Doherty, who asked about responsibility for the art as well as the city's exposure to lawsuits. Mayor Carolyn Wood said that the city has insurance to cover such instances. Doherty also said he was not sure the art was necessary in Town Center.
It just seems cluttered to me, and I'm probably the last person here that should say that, but it just seems like there's a lot of things going on there, and I like Town Center the way it is.
Wood said that decision should be up to the Town Center merchants.
It's the merchants' district, and it's their businesses, their blood, sweat, and tears that are going into it, and I'm going to trust their judgment on what's good for them. So far, they have brought more and more people to Town Center every year. I think they're on the right track, so I'm going to continue to have faith in their judgment.
Doherty eventually voted with the rest of the commission to move forward on the installation of the first piece of art in Town Center. Well, when we come back, Neptune Beach plans a discussion about parking in Town Center. This is the Island Times News Update.
Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788. Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. As the parking situation continues to become more of an issue at Town Center in Neptune Beach, the City Council plans a discussion of the overall parking concerns for businesses in the shopping and restaurant district. Recently, one city employee's car was towed from the parking lot constructed to serve businesses that are tenants of South Coast Capital, many of whom are in Atlantic Beach. The corporation controls a large portion of the parking in the Neptune Beach portion of Town Center. Christy Pesci, the property manager for South Coast LLC, said the company's parking adjustments have allowed more people to visit the businesses. She said the company has asked employees to park in places other than in the parking lots, and that valet parking has also made a difference. She added the company has never been opposed to people parking in the privately owned parking lot for short periods in order to do business with the city of Neptune Beach. She said the company has proposed added parking spaces on Lemon Street for public parking, which the city had denied, and is currently working on a proposal for a community-wide valet parking system. The council, however, was skeptical.
You've done a good job. It's like the vice mayor said, I think you've done a great job for your own employees or your own businesses. But Town Center as a whole is hurting now. City Hall is hurting now. And it's like Mr. Arthur said, we're going to have to look at everything.
The issue is on the agenda for Monday's workshop meeting in Neptune Beach. The Jacksonville Transportation Authority is launching the Beaches Trolley as of Friday to coincide with Spring in the Blues. The trolley will run through the Labor Day weekend. The Beaches Trolley has a fresh new look thanks to a new logo. It will run Friday through Sunday between South Beach Parkway Shopping Center to the south and Atlantic Boulevard to the north. We've got a complete route map for you available on our website at www.theislandtimes.com. 4 trolleys will operate on a 15-minute frequency. Trips are $1.50 each way or $4 for a one-day pass. The JTA also offers a 3-day pass for $10. 1- and 3-day passes are available at Walgreens, and customers can purchase a Star Card for unlimited use on the trolley or fixed-route buses. The Beaches Historical Society has announced the names of those to be honored at their annual Beach Legends fundraiser. This year's honorees are Atlantic Beach resident and philanthropist Eleanor Johnson Ashby, Sherry Duvall, who created Canines for Warriors, Father William Kelly of St. Paul's Catholic Church, and Dr. Randy Wainwright and his wife Ava. The banquet will be held September 25th at the TPC Sawgrass Clubhouse, and tickets are $150 available at the museum. On Saturday, April 25th, the annual Sandcastle Contest will be held in Jacksonville Beach on the beach in front of the lifeguard station. Participants can begin building their creations at 9:30 a.m. Then the opening of the Beaches Parade will roll through Jacksonville Beach on Sunday, April 26th. The event traditionally marks the beginning of the beach season in all 3 beach communities. The parade steps off at 2 p.m. And Arts in the Park will be held at Johansson Park in Atlantic Beach on Saturday, April 25th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Over 60 artists are expected in the park to display their unique original art for residents and visitors of Atlantic Beach to view and purchase. The event also brings in local food vendors and acoustic musicians. Well, the National Weather Service says we can expect a chance of rain through the weekend and into the first of next week. Highs will be in the upper 70s to around 80, with lows generally in the 60s. The Island Times is always digital, always free at www.theislandtimes.com. Become a subscriber and get updates on news from the beaches communities delivered right to your email box. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.